My name is Gemma O'Brien and I am a letterer and typographer from Sydney, Australia, and this is my studio. I've probably been working now professionally as a typographer letterer for maybe 5 or 6 years. The big break, I guess, in the type world for me was back when I was at university, and I did this project called Right Here, Right Now, which actually was spotted by Jürgen Siebert from TYPO Berlin and was kind of like the starting point for my career. So it's kind of nice to be talking again to you guys about that, because that's kind of where it all began for me. In terms of, I guess, like I did so many little mini projects of my own before, I guess, getting a paid gig. But I'll always remember this job I did for Canon, the camera company, where they wanted a handwritten billboard. So that was probably the first kind of big paid job I had as a professional kind of letterer typographer. And when I look at it now, I cringe, but at the time it was pretty exciting. So yeah, that's pretty much how it started for me. Yeah, I think that in terms of the key points of my career that, kind of, I guess, were really significant in getting to where I am today, beyond TYPO Berlin, after that, it was probably this job that I did for Woolworths, which is a big chain of supermarkets here in Australia. And I did a Christmas campaign for them where they wanted a purely typographic treatment of some text. And that was also the first time I did a job with my illustration agent, the Jackie Winter Group. So that job, it had a big wide range for people to see my work. And it was also kind of local. So in Australia, kind of put me on the map as somebody who was serious about working in typography in the commercial world here. So that was definitely a turning point. And then more recently, I'd say working more in kind of a contemporary art context and with large-scale murals. I had my first solo show last year where I painted like a big room with huge scale lettering, and that was the first time, I'd ever done anything that big before. And, since then I've probably done 4 or 5 large-scale murals that are kind of typographically inspired and based this year. So they're kind of a few key points that have been significant to me in my career. I have clients based all around the world. A lot of the kind of advertising commercial clients tend to be local Australian ones. But having said that, in the last couple of years, definitely been working a lot with American clients and a few in Europe as well. I've been working with Volcom, which is the brand, and they have, a lot of connections internationally as well. So yeah, definitely kind of expanding beyond this faraway land that is Australia. I'd probably say that my most marked characteristic is my laugh, which is something that I didn't really notice until the last couple of years. I started to do some more interviews, and more often than once there'd be like just a sound bite of my laugh included in some point of the interview. So that's probably the most unique character trait of mine. Recently, I just was in New York and went and saw the Matisse exhibition, it was just incredible, like the scale of the works and the use of colour, and it was really amazing. So I would definitely recommend to anyone who has the opportunity to see that. And also Chuck Close, the photographer, the self-portrait artist, really amazing, almost like paint by number, some with fingerprints, others tapestry, amazing diverse materials as well. He is showing at the MCA here in Australia, so that's also something I've seen recently that I'd highly recommend.